After trigonometric tables, we have trigonometric identities. There are mainly three trigonometric identities. The first identity may be given as sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. To prove that identity, as we know that the trigonometric ratio sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse and cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse. So we have sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse whole square plus base upon hypotenuse whole square, that is equal to perpendicular square upon hypotenuse square plus base square upon hypotenuse square, that is equal to perpendicular square plus base square whole upon hypotenuse square. Now by Pythagoras theorem we have that perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. So we have hypotenuse square upon hypotenuse square, that is equal to 1. The second trigonometric identity is tan square theta plus 1 is equal to sec square theta. To prove this identity, the first method may be given similarly as we have proved the second identity, the first identity, and the second method may be given by dividing first identity by cos square theta. We have sin square theta upon cos square theta plus cos square theta upon cos square theta is equal to 1 upon cos square theta. That would be equal to sin upon cos, that is tan square theta, plus cos upon cos, that is 1, plus 1 upon cos, that is sec. This is our second identity. Now similarly, the third identity may be given as 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. This third identity, to prove this identity, we can apply any of the above two methods. On dividing identity first, sin square theta, we have sin square theta upon sin square theta plus cos square theta upon sin square theta is equal to 1 upon sin square theta. So we have 1 plus cos upon sin cot square theta, 1 upon sin cosec square theta. Next, let us talk about trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. For trigonometric ratios of complementary angles, we have, for example, if you have a right angle triangle ABC in which angle B is equal to 90 degree and if angle C is equal to theta, then the side opposite to angle theta will be perpendicular, this side will be hypotenuse and this side will be base. So here we have sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that means AB upon AC. Now in this triangle, by angle sum property, we have this angle A will be equal to 90 minus theta. So if we consider the main angle as angle A, then the side opposite to angle A will be perpendicular and the remaining side will be base. So here if we are talking about cos 90 minus theta, then cos 90 minus theta is given as base upon hypotenuse. Now for the angle 90 minus theta, perpendicular is this and base is equal to this. So we have AB upon AC again. From equation 1 and 2, we can see that sin theta is equal to cos of 90 minus theta. And as we have told in starting that cosine is complementary of sin theta, similarly we can prove that cos of 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Also tan of 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta. Fourth, cot of 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. Sec of 90 minus theta is equal to cosec theta. And finally, cosec of 90 minus theta is equal to sec theta. The next is quadrant rule. In quadrant rule, we have divided the plane in 4 parts. This is known as first quadrant, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. Now the trigonometric ratios, we have this angle is equal to 0 degree. When we move anti-clockwise from this angle, we have this angle is equal to 90 degree. This angle will be equal to 180 degree. This angle will be 270 degree, and this angle will again be 360 degree, and so on. So from here we have that in first quadrant, that means between 0 to 90 degree, as we have seen in trigonometric table, that all angles from 0 to 90 degree, all trigonometric ratios are positive. Now if we are talking about an angle between 90 degree to 180 degree, then only sine and cosec will be positive in this quadrant. In this quadrant, that means in third quadrant, that is for the angle 180 degree to 270 degree, we have tan and cot positive. Then the last quadrant we have cos and sec positive. We have ASTC rule. ASTC rule. That means in first quadrant all are positive. In second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive. In third quadrant tan and cot are positive. And in fourth quadrant cos and sec are positive. ASTC rule. For example, if we have to find sine 225 degree, then we can say that sine 225 degree, that means for 225 degree the quadrant will be third quadrant, and third quadrant only tan and cot are positive, all other ratios are negative. So sine 225 will be a negative value. The value of sine 225 degree will be negative. Okay. Also for the quadrant rule, we have sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. Tan of minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. Cot of minus theta is equal to minus cot theta. Sec of minus theta is equal to sec theta. And cosec of minus theta is equal to minus cosec theta. That means only cos of minus theta and sec of minus theta are equal to cos theta and sec respectively. That means the value of cos minus 60 degree will be equal to cos 60 degree, but the value of sine minus 60 degree or minus 30 degree will be equal to minus sine 30 degree. Okay, the minus sign here before the angle represent that we are going in clockwise direction from 0 degree. Here if we go in anti-clockwise direction, then the theta is positive, and if we go here in the clockwise direction, then the theta will be negative. Okay, here the theta will be minus 90 degree, here will be minus 180 degree, here will be minus 270 degree, and here will be minus 360 degree. Next, if we have to find the value of sine 180 degree plus theta, then where theta is an acute angle, there we can see that sine 180 plus theta will fall in third quadrant. So we have minus a negative value, as we know that in third quadrant sine is negative, and we also hear that if we have a trigonometric ratio for an angle sine 180 plus minus theta or 360 plus minus theta, or a multiple of 180 degree, 540 plus minus theta, 720 plus minus theta, then the trigonometric ratio will not change. That means if the angle is a multiple of 180 degree, then the ratio will not change. That means if there is sine, then it will be sine only. For example, if you are talking about tan 180 minus theta, then the ratio will not change, and we would have tan theta, and as we know that in second quadrant tan is negative, so here will be minus tan theta only. But if the angle we have an odd multiple of 90, that means 90 plus minus theta, then the ratio will change to its complementary ratio, that means sec theta. Cosec will become sec. For example, if we are talking about cot 90 plus theta, then this cot 90 plus theta will give us tan theta, and the sign will be negative because in second quadrant cot is negative. Now for example, if we have to find the value of sine 120 degree, then we can write it as sine 90 plus 30 degree. Now as there is a odd multiple of 90, then this will change to its complementary ratio, that means cos 30. Now sine 90 plus 30 will be in second quadrant, and in second quadrant sine is positive, so here will be plus cos 30 degree, that is root 3 by 2. Now for example, if we have to find the value of tan 225 degree, tan 225 degree may be given as tan 180 degree plus 45 degree. Now as there is a multiple of 180 degree, so it would be tan 45 degree, and it is falling in third quadrant, so in third quadrant tan is positive, so it would be plus 1 only. If we have to find the value of cosec 330 degree, then it may be written as cosec 360 minus 30 degree. Now as 360 is a multiple of 180 degree, so it would become cosec 30 only. The ratio will not change. Now this angle is falling in fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant only cos and sec are positive, all other are negative. So this will give us minus cosec 30 degree, that would be equal to minus 2 only. If we have sec 150 degree, then we can write it as sec 180 minus 30 degree. So the trigonometry ratio will not change because 180 is a multiple of 180. So we have sec 30 degree, and as the angle is falling in second quadrant, so it would be minus sec 30, that would be equal to minus 2 by root 3. We can also find the value by another method. If we write it as sec 90 plus 60, then as 90 is an odd multiple of 90, so we have cosec 60, and the angle is falling in second quadrant, so it would be negative, and we would have minus 2 by root 3, same value from both the methods. Hence we can find the value of a trigonometric ratio at any angle. For example, if we have to find the value of sine 1860 degree, then we can write it as sine 1800 degree plus 60 degree. Now as we know that 1800 is a multiple of 180, so sine will be sine only, so we have sine 60 degree, and the quadrant will be first quadrant, so in first quadrant all are positive, so we have plus sine 60, that is root 3 by 2, that is our answer.